Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. This is y&ymission. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. y&ymission teaches the 100% truth doctrine as GMS. Want to bring out this video. DC is gone. Okay, the feds run DC now. DC is a police state officially. Okay, and this is huge. Okay, DC already wasn't a state and always has been fighting for statehood or state representation, but now that has changed. Okay, the feds are going to take over DC, and it's going to start with the policing and the military, National Guard and whatnot. Okay, so Trump is taking control of DC. Notice this is not too far out from the meeting with Putin. Okay, and not too far out from Trump going after these cartels. So they are locking the city down. Okay, and I think, as a scapegoat, plus the crime and craziness, but as a scapegoat to get ready for war. Okay, as a geist to get ready for war. So I'm going to bring out the video and some scriptures.
Wow. I've been up here a lot. I've never seen a crowd like this. I think we need a ballroom, and that's happening. It's going to be a beautiful ballroom. This is really a lot of people, most I've ever seen in this room. And we're here for a very serious purpose, Something's out of control, but we're going to put it in control very quickly like we did on the southern border. I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States. I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that. Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening. They've done it before. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly. And you people are victims of it, too. You're reporters, and I understand a lot of you tend to be on the liberal side, but you don't want to get mugged and raped and shot and killed. And you all know people and friends of yours that happened. And so you can be anything you want, but you want to have safety in the streets. You want to be able to leave your apartment or your house where you live and feel safe and go into a store to buy a newspaper or buy something. And you don't have that now. The murder rate in Washington today is higher than that of Bogota, Colombia, Mexico City, some of the places that you hear about as being the worst places on earth. Much higher. This is much higher. The number of car thefts has doubled over the past 5 years, and the number of carjackings has more than tripled. Murders in 2023 reached the highest rate probably ever. They say 25 years, but they don't know what that means because it just goes back 25 years. Can't be worse. Our capital city has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged out maniacs and homeless people. And we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it. Yeah, just like we did on our southern border. Nobody comes through our southern border anymore. 3 months in a row, we had zero. I don't know if that's right, but the people that do the work, it's a very liberal group of people, actually, and they actually said zero for the last 3 months. Nobody thought a thing like that was possible.
All right, so as you can see, they're taking control. Okay, so this is huge. I'm excited about this. And he said also, too, in the press conference that more cities are going to be under federal control. And they're starting with D.C., the capital of the United States of America. Okay, and it's going to spread out to all these other sanctuary cities and these other weak cities. Okay, so this is huge. He's making a statement. They going nuclear, literally. We're taking over D.C. Okay, but I think it's more through the spirit and anticipation for war. They trying to secure D.C., the capital, for war. Okay, but this is the start, and they are blaming the youth, you Jakes, you Southern tribe blacks. Okay, black Israelites, you're through. You're through. Okay, they're coming in, and they're not playing. Okay, so this is Jacob's trouble. Okay, Southern tribe, the Northern tribe is getting it. Okay, he about to go to war with the cartels. All right, he's about to meet with Putin in Alaska. This is this month. All this stuff is busting off and popping off this month. The Lord is on his way. Yahweh Shah is on the way. So this place is about to be shut down pretty soon. All right. So he did go into things about, he brung his cabinet up there, the people that were going to be part of this. Okay, so the metropolitan, the subway police, metro police, they're going to be federally controlled. The regular DC police, federally controlled. Capitol Hill, all them police, they're already federal controlled. FBI is involved in this too. Okay, so it's over with for you Jakes though, because this is the capital. Okay, DC. Okay, so they're gonna put checkpoints out soon. They're gonna get the National Guard to start doing checkpoints, and if need be, they're gonna bring the military in when some bullshit go down, and they're gonna lock it down even harder. All right. So this is good news. This is bad news for you 2/3 and you heathens, but it's gonna be good news for men of the Lord. All right. 2nd Esdras 15-16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay, right. They're not regarding the mayor with the curfews. The teens are out of control, and they're right. They do have had the teens going shooting down there just this weekend. I don't believe nobody was killed, but they did catch the teen that was doing it, and that's you Jakes. Okay, you made it hot. You Southern tribe blacks. Okay, you got your kids out there running around. All right, and these youth don't have nowhere to go anyway. All right, so everything is coming down. This devil's coming down with great wrath, man. He's locking this bitch down, and it's gonna start with DC, and that's a good indicator of where the rest of the country is gonna go. All right, everybody's looking at you. Heard how he said everybody was in the room. The press. He never seen it like that, because this is huge news. DC is going to be a police state now. Okay, and it's just this is going to be the representation of the whole nation now. Okay, lockdown, feds everywhere, and National Guard and military occupying these cities. This is what's about to happen. Okay, they're going to set up FEMA camps right in DC. Death camps. All right. So it's over with. This is good. 2nd Esdras 15-17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. You ain't gonna be able to go in and out of DC pretty soon, unless you got the right credentials and you come at the right time. They already got a curfew out for the teens, so they gonna just add on to it. So this is huge. That's why everybody was gathered there today. This is huge news. This is not nothing light. Like, we here. We're here. This is not nothing light or just regular news, business as usual. No. This is historic. The feds got control And this is going to be the stronghold. DC is going to be a federal stronghold now, because they know everybody coming after them, and they're going to defend this bitch. They're going to put the military, the National Guard, all the agencies, militias, whatever else they need to defend this bitch, because this is going to be the last stand. Once you Howard shot on them, they're going to defend DC. They talk about battle for LA, battle for Los Angeles, that movie. Nah, this going to be battle for DC. This is the stronghold, the last, and they already know what's about to come, so they getting everything prepared. You Jakes, dude, man. Second answer is 15 and 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right. They brought out a list of people that got put to death. Okay. Government workers and whatnot. See, they already kicked the federal workers out. They already got rid of the feds out, the federal civilian workers out of DC. Now they about to circle back around, and they going to get the citizens on lock. They're going to get them out the way. And they're going to use the military, the goddamn National Guard, and the federalization of the police forces now to circle back around and lock this bitch down. So you don't need to come back to work now, because he's already got rid of the federal workers and signed executive orders on that. And them hiring, all this stuff is put in place. He been doing motion since his last term that he did. He put everything in place over the years. So it's over with. But this is huge news, though. Hey, so DC is through. DC is gone. The feds own that shit now. And the residents, were fighting for statehood. They never was going to get it. This is what the federal government wanted, though. Trump wanted to take control of DC. Bowser, they stupid. They puppets anyway. They women. Okay? They're going to send ICE all through DC. DC 60 miles wide radius. Through. It's probably going to be damn near impossible or hard now to go do lessons in DC now. Or getting, you might get harassed now. Like men of the Lord might get harassed doing lessons in DC. I go to DC to do lessons and stuff. I'm glad I did lessons while I could do them in DC. It took advantage of it and got it documented. I was out there before they had these guys roaming around. Some of these people were part of militias and Proud Boys and different racial sects. Okay, discriminatory bodies and whatnot, and they're in these forces now. So DC's the last stronghold, and they preparing for people to come here with the bullshit, and they're gonna repel them, and that means starting with the citizens and the youth, you so-called black teen Jakes. You crazy? Y'all made it hot. You brought it on yourself. But that we know through the ultimate, that's the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua doing that, putting the spirit on these black teens and to act stupid and do all this stuff, so this devil can come down, and he locking DC down. They getting ready for war, boy. They getting ready for war. This is good. This is huge. DC is going to become a checkpoint city soon. This is going to mess up a lot of stuff. This is going to throw up a lot of things. They say peace and safety, but sudden destruction is upon them. So with that, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.